please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's Log, Subdates 230228.2. We've set an end-of-month goal, as we intend to conquer the entire power quadrant of this kingdom, so by the end of the day. Rumour has it, in a nearby armory, docking bay no less, there is a Gloriana-class ship that I really want to steal. Hello everyone, welcome to a more relaxed version of This Week at Twitter, or Twat. Today we're going to start with an image that I have to show you because, quite frankly, it's true. PC gamers are the vegans of the gaming world, and here is an image suitable for it. I couldn't agree more with this, because PC gamers constantly, whenever you're on a console, have to say, PC Master Race. And I don't care. I like playing on consoles. I have games on the PC, of course I do, like anyone else does. But I don't need to care or know that the Master Race exists. Oh, it's so cute when you say it in context of PC. But I have a console that's dedicated for gaming. Then I don't have to be like, on the PC. It's so much more relaxing. Next, we have a video from Twitter, shared via TikTok, tweeted by Vicky Vibes. The way I would have thrown the bloody plate. The caption on the TikTok, point of view, you finally give the nice guy a chance.
Did you have a nice time?
Yeah, it was really nice.
So you had a nice time?
Yeah, thank you.
Here's what's going to happen now. I'm going to pay for the bill. I'm going to get the bill, and then I'm going to take you back to yours. And you're going to invite me in for a cup of tea or something. I'm going to go upstairs, and I'm going to rub your feet, massage your legs, and we're going to make sweet, sweet, sweet love.
Now, if you could do me a favour and tell me when those psychotic eyes stop staring and making demands, that would be great. I have to insert this, by the way, for copyright. But just from that, this is what's going to happen next remark. I can't help but feel manipulation and coercion are your best friends. But there's more, everyone. There's more. I don't know if this is satire or not yet. I haven't worked it out.
And then after that, we'll decide whether or not this is going to work. Because right now, I think it will. But I have that little bit of doubt in my mind that if the other part of this doesn't work out.
And as is well established, the only way to be certain that doubt is truly erased is to let him touch your feet, caress your thighs, perhaps even have a cheeky Nando's while he nuts in you too. And then you, being the good whammon that you are, thank him for his diligent service.
How are we going to have any kind of longevity in this relationship?
Well, this is only our first date, so...
What difference does that make? I think get it over, done with, bish bash pots, done.
Okay, now I know it's a parody. We're moving on. It's too much. It's a parody. It has to be. Moving on, folks. I saw this rather interesting exchange via JT Viper. Imagine getting this soundly beaten by a resume, LOL. A retweet of The Doctor, but he is replying to Clifton Duncan, who had tweeted, I'm at a loss for words. 2 images from Ida Bay Wells. Anyone who responds to evidence of racial inequality by suggesting I read Thomas Sowell, gets an automatic block. Other than being black, what exactly is Sowell's, I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names, expertise in slavery or history? The Doctor had replied, Thomas has literally seen twice as much first-hand history, US history, has a doctorate and is a significantly more impactful researcher. Included are 2 images. Publications 151, citations over 3,000, nearly 4,000 in fact. Highly influential citations 169. Hannah Jones, the person from the tweet I guess, nowhere near that level. When you get annihilated so conclusively, it's always best to have a sit down afterwards and catch your breath. Stop trying to denigrate the lived experience of other people to make it seem like only yours matters, or only your interpretation is the one worth listening to. Everyone's voice, every lived experience, should be heard and not simply disregarded or treated as if they are some kind of Uncle Tom unworthy of your respect. Moving on to a tweet from Metica Fembot. Amanda at Sadentrat, trying hard to become Queen Yeehog? Yeah. Whenever Ralph brags about money, just remember the woman who literally handles his bank accounts knows he's broke as Fook. Accompanying that is a video. Now the interesting thing here is, everyone worked out quite easily. Ralphamania made nothing. He has not made money from this. Also, didn't they kind of break up and not do and don't? I'm really confused by the love life story arc of Ralph. I have to go to COG streams all the time because I can't keep up with this drama. It's a bit frustrating. Reply underneath though from Chud Buddy. That question pissed him off more than we know. Had to go on Twitter later and see about it. What's funny now though is he's been suspended. So in retrospect, I'm a bit late to obviously covering this video or showcasing it, but it's nice to have a little Ralpha moment, as it were. Just without him getting knocked out, falling over, putting on a show, really bad. He gets a lot of views though, I can't fault that. But still, he's not doing so well. Here's the clip, by the way.
Is it you that's made over $500,000 since I got out of jail, or was it me that's done that?
You can't quantify this.
No, I can. I can count dollars and cents. I just want to know, was it you that made all that money? It wasn't Digibro.
Where'd all the money go?
It's still here.
As is well established, the foundation of true love is built upon the backs of deception and delusion. As we started on the console-related commentary, we should continue with something relevant. Tom Ori tweeted, "Hot take. If you think original Game Boy games are good, you are wrong. Game Boy Advance, on the other hand, was awesome. Name one good Game Boy game. People think this is a joke, but it's not. Playing them on a Switch is like emulating Nokia 3210 games on your iPhone 14. This isn't a bit. I'm just speaking the truth no one wants to hear. I had more fun with a barcode battler. I've considered all the games that people have suggested, and no one has convinced me I'm wrong apart from Tetris still being good." Understandably, they got a lot of attention. Like traffic to the tweet alone is 117.5 thousand views. My first answer is the same answer from Frozen Binary. Pokemon. The original games, Yellow, Red, Blue, were on the Game Boy. I have a Game Boy. Hi. I have a Game Boy Color as well. Hi. I have Pokemon Gold. I think I had Silver at one point. And on the Advance, I have Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. There are other games that are quite good on the Game Boy. Kirby is an obvious one. Mario, another. These suited the time. I had a wrestling game, a WWF game. It was okay. Wasn't great, but for the time, it was ahead of the time. That was the part of it. It was about building new foundations for handheld consoles, and the Game Boy set the standard. Something often forgotten is there has to be a benchmark somewhere, and I know other consoles came along and did it better, but that doesn't mean that what started on the Game Boy was inherently bad. You're just being narrow-minded. Bear in mind here, many of the games that were on the likes of Mega Drive, Master System, could have easily been played on a Game Boy. They really could have. It wasn't too graphically different. So next to something that I considered quite the swerve, unexpected in fact. After many years of being called a Nazi by a whole plethora of not necessarily free speech advocates but having siblings that were certainly that, Peter Hitchens reached out via Twitter very publicly saying, "Count Dankula, I owe you an apology. It is plain that you are not a neo-Nazi and I was wrong to call you one. I am sorry." With everyone underneath saying thank you or well done. Because he's right to. Dankula has never been a neo-Nazi. He's memed about communism, of course the tattoo does him no favours. But if you watch his content, you watch him debate, you see him on Twitter when he's not shitposting as much, you can see his politics do not lean towards anything neo-Nazi in the slightest. So Count Dankula retweeted, "I completely accept your apology, thank you. Owning up and apologizing is like hen's teeth in the modern discourse. It should be praised and celebrated when you see it." A very mature response from someone who had been up till very recently trolling the living feck out of Coppercab. Let's talk about that. So Coppercab tweeted out, "I have decided to officially leave Twitter. I hardly use social media anyway as I found it does a person no good to waste valuable moments of their finite life on Earth scrolling through droll, meaningless garbage. Thanks everyone for the memories, brackets good ones anyway, bye." Coppercab has on a number of occasions quit social media because Coppercab is a very long-lasting troll. Coppercab had also tweeted out, because this irritated them to no end, "Are you effing kidding me right now? Count Dankula, tell your cult members, aka followers, to F off and stop posting my artwork online and putting it up for $$ sale without my consent. This is literally theft. You and your cult will be hearing from my lawyers." Because a piece of art he had done, this piece no less, had made its way onto merch. Coppercab had actually tweeted to Dankula, "Hey Dank, since you do nothing but mock others, I decided I would go out of my way to mock you. I spent 5 effing hours drawing this, had to wipe the sweat off my pad several times.
Not so funny now, is it?
How does it feel to be the one getting memed?
I do it.
I assume that's meant to be idiot. Yes, I assume.
Idiot.
Perfect. Dank had for a while made that his profile picture, but I wasn't able to get a picture of it before it happened. Now, the announcement of the decision to leave Twitter happened on the 17th. Those other tweets took place on the 16th and 17th, in fact. Copper Cab came back to Twitter on the 20th by announcing that they had lost weight. Congratulations. It's interesting to see that you really can't commit to the I'm leaving social media thing. I assume now we do an update video, as is often the case with those that take a break from social media for mental health purposes. Or in your case, I don't know why actually. I don't even know what you do. Don't forget here, Mr. Cab of Copper, I've sat in a VC with you, off stream, and you've completely shut the character down. You started eating tacos and having a lovely conversation. I know it's an act, because there was someone else in that VC as well, at the time called Feminist Flow, I believe. I remember this very well, so your act is quite entertaining, but I'm glad you managed to turn it off from time to time. And just to finish on gaming, I didn't know this game existed until an Anne with an E tweeted it out. Yeah, BDSM Hitler bunker thing. It's now on my Steam wishlist. I may have to get this at some point. Can't stream it on Twitch, but I guess there are some games I'm willing to play on PC beyond simulator games, and now I can add a stimulator game to it as well. Oh, what a time to be alive.